What's up everybody, Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video where we're going to be breaking down a lot of crazy things. First, we have an absolutely insane story about one of the best Valorant players in the world going blind. Then we got to talk about new signings, new mode, and agent leaks, and much more. So make sure you watch it to the end. But go to the Game Leap website right now if you want to level up your game and climb the ladder with ease, because we have in-depth Radiant guides, advanced positioning tips, and much more. And right now, we have a special 50% off sale, so don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, first off, let's break down the story about Sentinel Siontra legitimately going blind for many hours straight. Let's read exactly what he posted late last night on Twitter. Little update, hit my right eye really hard with a resistance band and had to go to the ER because I went fully blind for 3 hours. Got lucky and only a lot of scratches, bruising / blood on my retina, and they said I would most likely recover in a week or two, so no streams, boys. What in the world? That is absolutely crazy. Siontra has been really hitting the gym lately, and this is just an unfortunate accident that happened that put him blind for 3 hours. Can you imagine that, being one of the top tier Valorant players, going blind for multiple hours straight and thinking that maybe you might be blind forever? I couldn't even imagine that, and I hope that most of us are hoping and even praying that Siontra makes a complete recovery. But that is absolutely crazy to me. I mean, if I was a pro player, I would probably just hide in my room with like pads on the walls or something. Like, come on, that is just nuts. And we all hope that he's gonna be better soon, and it does seem like he's gonna recover in a week or two. I do wonder if this is gonna affect his pro play, or when the big tournament happens later this month or the beginning of next month, is he gonna be able to play in that? We're gonna have to wait and see on how quickly he recovers, but hopefully he's gonna be good to go sooner than we expect, in like a week or so. All good and all healed up, but definitely go give him some love on Twitter right now. Anyways, moving on to the next story that we got to talk about. One of the best Overwatch players of all time is actually getting moved over to Valorant under a brand new name, and it's Siontra Player changing his name to Spider, and he got signed to T1NA, and that is absolutely crazy. He's gonna be the first Korean player in NA, and maybe you don't know who this guy is, and maybe you don't care, but if you haven't heard this guy's name, you will, because this guy is mechanically on a completely different level. He was one of the best mechanical players in Overwatch, and of course, Siontra Player and Siontra found themselves up against each other many times, but Siontra Player is just absolutely insane mechanically, and a game like Valorant, he can really probably show off that mechanical skill even more so than in Overwatch, so keep an eye on this one for sure. Now, moving on to more leaks that we gotta break down, we have a whole bunch of actual leaked code about Valorant Mobile and maybe Valorant on console as well. You can read a lot of it here, and it really goes into double tap left tool. It says stuff like that. It says like joystick, run lock, things like that. Very much like a mobile Valorant game, but it does make me think that if this game is going to be on mobile, then there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be on console, especially when you're going to correspond with the new next-gen release. It just makes sense that this game would be on console, and the idea is to just make it really accessible to everybody, because right now the game is relatively small because it's only reaching a small base, and I'm guessing that Riot wants to tap into the entire base of players on the next generation consoles, on mobile. That's just so many potential people that are all interested in Valorant, especially when they want to push it as an esport, and this really makes sense that they're making it for mobile as well, especially when Riot just announced League of Legends Wild Rift, which is a mobile version designed of League of Legends, which makes a lot of sense. They want to get their esports game accessible to everybody so everyone can watch the esports, and that's just good for all of us going forward. It's going to keep the longevity of Valorant going strong, and with all that extra money, they can improve the game. So this is just good for all of us, but definitely let me know what you think about Valorant Mobile and Valorant Console in the comments down below. Are you afraid of it? Do you not want it? Do you want it? Definitely let me know, and why, down below. But let's move on to the next story we got to cover in a brand new mode. Now, if you look at this leaked code, it says gameplay tag list, and there's a lot of modes: snowball, bouncy, grow ball, rapid fire, and skate. And this seems like a brand new mode, and the idea is it's snow, so it actually seems incredibly likely that this is a brand new mode that's going to be coming out around Christmas, which is awesome. I would absolutely love a new mode for the Christmas or for the holidays, and a snowball mode could be fun. You're running around and maybe there's snowballs that bounce, one of them that grows incredibly large, a rapid fire one skates. Having this kind of stuff is maybe not the most competitive thing in the world, but it can be a lot of fun to play with your friends. And also having just new modes that correspond with the holidays. They do this a lot in like Overwatch and a lot of other different games where they basically make modes in games that correspond with the holidays. That can be a lot of fun and can get you excited to play the game in season. So definitely let me know what you think this is going to be. What is the game mode going to be in the comments down below? Because honestly, I know a little bit here, but I don't know what it's going to be like. But give your best guesses down below. Now, next up, we got to talk about the next agent, because Sky is going to be coming out in a couple weeks. I'm going to talk about that later, but we do know that the 48th banner on every single battle pass really shows what the next agent is going to be. It usually gives a hint. Before, it gave a hint about Killjoy with tech stuff, and then after, it had a bird flying, which was we thought it was like a druid healer, and it was pretty much dead on before, so our guess was almost correct. Maybe not quite a druid, but a healer that had to do with animals. Pretty much Sky is a druid healer. But anyways, this is the emblem for the next one, and this could tell us a few things about what the next agent could possibly be. You see that he has like an Oni mask. He looks very samurai-esque and maybe ghostly. He has like fire coming out of his eyes or something like that. It looks like he's gonna take inspirations from like samurai and Japanese culture and things like that. So I'm guessing maybe something to do with swords or something. Maybe something to really scratch the itch of all of you really diehard Ninja Gaiden fans. But what I honestly think this might be is a actual nod to the stealth leak that we got quite a bit back. We talked about that in a previous video where there was a stealth ability that got leaked, and it would make a lot of sense with like a samurai ninja or whatever the case may be to have a stealth based ability that can make him go invisible. But definitely let me know what you think this agent could be in the comments down below. Is there anything that you know about this picture, and what is your best guess about it? Because I can only guess so much, but honestly, I'm extremely excited for some Japanese inspired character. I mean, come on, I'm an Overwatch Genji main. What do you expect? But moving on to the next story that we got to break down is the actual end date of the act, which is going to be January 13th is going to be the end date for Act 3. Now, remember that we're going to get that new agent Sky in about less than 2 weeks from now when the new map goes live in competitive. So we'll probably get Sky straight into competitive, and we'll probably get the map as well. So we're going to be able to play on Icebox with Sky, which is going to be awesome, but I'm sure that it's going to be absolute chaos when that happens. But we also got to cover the new Renegades tournament that's going to be out this weekend. There's going to be a big tournament where we're going to see a lot of the big teams with Genji, Luminosity, and more interestingly, actually FaZe, because FaZe seems like a team that has a very interesting roster, a lot of Overwatch players and players that have a lot of raw talent, clearly, but they haven't really performed very well, but they didn't really play in that many tournaments yet. And right now, I know that they mixed up a lot of their rosters. Like, for instance, Baby Bay is now on the Jet instead of the Cypher. They put Zachary on the Cypher. It's just like they moved all their players all around, and we haven't had a tournament in a while. Even since Breach got buffed, we haven't had a tournament in NA. It's been so long. We've only got to witness what EU's been doing, and Breach has seen a lot of plays, so it's pretty hard for us to actually know what the meta is or surmise what the meta is, because a lot of times on this channel in particular, we really base everything on pro play, but EU has consistently done things differently than NA, so just basing it on EU wouldn't always be accurate. So we're really excited to see that. We're going to be making some breakdowns and some VODs about the new meta, so make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on that. But go ahead over to the Game Leap website right now for in-depth advanced VOD reviews, tips and tricks, mechanical guides, and much more. And right now, our 50% off sale is a can't miss out opportunity, so go check it out. But thanks so much for coming by. That's all I got for you today. I'm Coach Mills, and of course, until next time,